for um, and welcome to Tech Talks with NDB. For this specific section, we'll be talking about LinkedIn as well as how to build your professional network and your professional profile on the platform. Yeah, so I wanted to start off with some questions for you guys. Feel free to type in the chat or just like unmuting yourself. But who here has a LinkedIn profile? Just give me like a reaction. Thank you. Awesome. And yeah, who here has a profile that they're proud of? Oh no, less reacts, but Melanie's proud of her profile. Yeah, I definitely think you guys should all be proud of your accomplishments. And even if you don't have a profile that you're proud of, we would like to help you guys today in completing your profiles and make your LinkedIn something that you're proud of. Yeah. So just to start off, LinkedIn is a professional social networking platform with over 720 million active users, with members that are all career-minded and career-focused. And as students like you and me, this is a great platform to get into and learn more about the industry that you're interested in, as well as building your professional network. Yeah, so let me get started with a video. Oh wait, I didn't share my screen with the audio. Let me do that really quickly. Yeah, let me show you guys a video for LinkedIn for students.
If you're watching this, chances are good you want to get a job. You want to go from student to rising star, and you want to avoid eating the same meal over and over and over again. Good news, you're in the right place. That's right, LinkedIn. It's not just for top executives, it's not just for old people with heavy briefcases. It's for you, and it's the perfect place for you to start your professional story. Say you want to get a job in New York City. You've never been there before, but that's okay because you have LinkedIn on your side. You start by creating your profile. You give it love because you know it's what recruiters are looking for day and night. It's your resume that never sleeps. It's your flashing neon sign that says, hire me, for the love of all that is good in this world, hire me. Then you start making connections. Alumni working in New York? Yes. Recruiters at top companies in New York? Yes. Your mom's best friend? Yes. You start imagining whose shoes you want to walk in. You think, wow, this is a lot of deep stuff to consider. You shake yourself out of it and start searching for jobs. Whoa, that's a lot of jobs for students. Time to get down to business. You start to tailor your profile. You start applying. You feel empowered, in control, like you should be CEO. That gives you an idea. You look up all the CEOs of all the companies you want to work at. You see one of them went to your university. Then it hits you. You see a clear path from campus to career. You feel like you can see the future. You wonder if you're psychic. Should you start a hotline? No, back to plan A. You keep tailoring and connecting and applying, and before you know it, you start getting responses. First a few, then more, then an interview, and then you're hired. And that's when the real learning begins.
Yeah, awesome. Hopefully you guys were inspired by that video. They definitely have that like commercial type of effect.
If you're watching this, chances...
Okay, so hello, let me introduce myself formally. My name is Anita for those who don't know me. I'm a current junior studying computer science, and I graduated in 2022. I joined MDB in spring of 2019, and I actually made my first LinkedIn profile as part of the training program in MDB. Joining LinkedIn, I was definitely a little bit imposter syndroming, as I saw so many of my peers have amazing accomplishments on the platform. But over time, I grew to know the platform a lot more and definitely have gotten more used to the platform and being able to showcase myself on it. Not to like boast or anything, but now I have over 1,000 connections, and from like different professional and networking groups, as well as I have gotten many interviews from LinkedIn as well as a job offer on the platform. Yeah, so it definitely works. And an agenda for today is I'll be talking about why LinkedIn and why you should have a very complete and well-made profile. Next, we'll be talking about the different components of building your profile, as well as heading into a peer evaluation portion of the workshop. I'll be talking about building your network next, as well as finally giving you guys some more resources on different LinkedIn features. So without further ado, let me jump into first some LinkedIn misconceptions. So after conversing with some of my peers about LinkedIn, here are some common misconceptions that often come up, and hopefully I can dispel them for you today. So the first one is that LinkedIn is just the online version of my resume. While this can be true, it can also be so much more. It can really be an extension of a resume, as you really have so much more space to talk about your accomplishments, your results, as well as showcase some of the things you put in words in like different forms, such as media, external links, post, content creation. Yeah, so it can definitely be your resume and a lot more. Next, LinkedIn is only for people in business, econ, tech / consulting. And to that, I would say it's definitely not. There's over 148 different industry sectors on LinkedIn. And while the majority can be mostly these business, econ, tech, consulting people, different people from different sectors have definitely found success on LinkedIn. So yeah, it can be a lot more. And lastly, networking can often feel slimy and usually require mutual benefit. And to this is more like both networking on LinkedIn and outside of LinkedIn. While this can be the case, again, I personally don't feel like that at all. I do find that networking can be really helpful, and I have made a lot of my friends, mentors, colleagues through networking. Oftentimes, we do need to network in order to put our foot into the door of your like dream position or into your dream company. Yeah, so networking can be very beneficial and doesn't have to be slimy. Awesome. Next, I wanted to provide you guys some stats on why you should have a profile on LinkedIn and why you should be active on LinkedIn. So these are some of these stats I found from Hootsuite. It's like a stats website on LinkedIn, I guess. But 3 people get hired through LinkedIn every minute. Thinking about that, that's actually quite a lot. And LinkedIn really is a website tailored to help you get that dream job or that dream goal. And now LinkedIn is a lot more relevant now than ever, especially in 2020. We kind of see a reorganization in how we recruit as everything turned virtual. Career fairs, networking opportunities all turn virtual. We definitely need a virtual platform like LinkedIn to help create those connections and help you get those jobs that you want. So in 2020 alone, we've seen a 55% increase in conversations between connections on LinkedIn. Hello. So lastly, we have a stat about the importance of having a complete profile. So people with complete profiles are 40 times more likely to get a hire than those who do not. So this definitely puts an emphasis on completing your profile and not leaving anything out, as your profiles are oftentimes what recruiters look at the most to evaluate you as a candidate for jobs. And this stat definitely confirms that having a complete profile will make you statistically more likely to be hired. Yeah, awesome. So now we'll be heading into building your profiles, and specifically I'll be talking about 6 major sectors, which is profile picture, banner, headline, your about section, experience, and lastly, endorsements and recommendations. So in this slide, I'll be grouping 3 components together, which are profile picture, banner, and headline. As these are oftentimes the 3 things that recruiters or anyone who searches you up see initially to evaluate you. So for profile picture, we want something that's professional with an uncluttered background. And ideally it's like a headshot with just your everything from your shoulders up. For your banner, it's really a space for you to personalize and get creative. Show everyone what you're about by including like a slogan, inspiration quote, or just different medias that portray you as a person. Think of this as like your Facebook cover photo, which really highlights your personality. Um, then we have a headline. Try to keep it concise and use keywords such as your major, what you study, past positions, and current positions. These are often used in searches and is that headline that shows up with your name when people search you up. So yeah, try to keep it concise and straight to the point. So now I have a few examples of MDB members who have great picture, banner, and headlines. MDB members and close friends, I would say. So this is Juliet's profile. Can anyone tell me what's good about this profile? Any comments?
She has a very descriptive bio.
I agree. Yeah. I think first off, she has a very cheerful profile picture. She seems very approachable and she has such a great banner. It talks about what she's passionate about, like tech for equity and social good. It's also just very aesthetic. Arushi says that her banner shows that she's passionate about. Yeah, definitely. She also, like Nikki mentioned, she has a very descriptive headline. It talks about what she majors in, computer science, her current position, sweet intern at Roblox, and some of the positions that she held in the past. Next, we have Lily. Lily is a close friend, and I know she's really into design, web design specifically. And so she has a very minimalistic design as her banner. Like Juliet, she also has her major, her current position, and past positions in her headline. So straight to the point, what she's about. Yeah, so now we have the about section. And this is the like little summary below your headline. So you can definitely go more into depth about anything that you mentioned in your headline. Some of these suggestions I have to what to include in your about section is your passion, your interest, highlighted projects, experience, leadership, extracurriculars, skill set, and lastly, your contact information. The recommended length is around like 1 to 2 paragraphs. Here is an example of Izzy's about section. I'll give you guys a little moment to read this, but yeah, I thought it captures her passion really clearly in 1 to 2 paragraphs. Right off the bat, is there anything that stands out to anyone about this about section? I would say it showcases her interests, which are data and analytics, machine learning, and web development. And it also showcases her passion, which is benefiting her community. She talks about her majors, what she studies in, and again, her interests, as well as a contact information. So really everything you need to learn about this person initially. Yeah. Moving on, we have the experience section, which oftentimes is like most similar to your resume. So this, like your resume, should be bullet pointed as it's like just easier to read that way. The great thing about this section is it also has a timeline where you can list out how long you worked in a position, as well as a progression of your positions. recruiters often want to see growth in a person. So if you can showcase how you, the different positions and how you moved up in an organization, that's definitely great. You can also showcase your skill set as well as include medias or external links to your accomplishments. Yeah. So here I have Francis's experience. I thought this was a great example because he clearly tells us the past positions he held before as well as a timeline. Yeah, so, and then he also links all the organizations that he worked under, so for clear access, as well as he has external links, which is really great. We have Vab's experience section here, which again, I thought was a really great use of the external link feature, as well as he mentioned a lot of the outcome and results from his accomplishments. And lastly, this is Lily's experience section, which I really want to highlight. It shows like her timeline as a software developer at Beckham Counter Sui Team Tech, as well as how she like progressed to like a lead. It just gives like a progression of her positions, which is really great. Yeah, and then lastly, we have the endorsements and recommendation section, which really you can choose up to 50 skills, but I wouldn't recommend 50 as you want to like highlight the skills that you're most proficient in this section. But you can definitely ask your colleagues or people you work with, as well as your managers, to endorse or recommend you, as this established credibility, as well as solidify connections. So I don't have an example for this, but I included what it will look like on your LinkedIn profile. So the skills endorsement section, you'll see like how many people endorse this certain skill, as well as the recommendations you received or given. Yeah. Any questions at this point? Sounds good. Yeah, so now we'll be moving on to the peer evaluation portion of this workshop. Let me see. There's 14 participants. So I think I'll do like groups of 2 to 3 people. So, and we'll do like 5 to 10 minutes. So in each breakout room, I would like you guys to introduce yourselves, show each other your LinkedIn profile, and identify your partner's 2 areas that your partner can improve on, as well as 2 areas that worked well in your partner's profile. Okay, there are 13 people. Let me start my breakout room. Yeah, good job, everyone. Hopefully that was helpful in helping you improve your profiles. Yeah, so moving on, I'll be talking about a little about building your professional network, as well as some of the LinkedIn tools in helping you search for your dream job. A great feature about LinkedIn actually is you really have a great alumni network on the platform as well. So we all go to Berkeley, and Berkeley people are super accomplished, and more than likely there is someone from Berkeley who is currently working in the field that you want to get into, or a company or a job position that you want to get into. So reaching out to your alumni on LinkedIn is definitely helpful in putting your foot into the door in that dream position. So I'll be showcasing a demo on how you can use the Alumni Search tool on the LinkedIn platform. Yeah, so I just have a visual of the UC Berkeley LinkedIn page. But let me navigate to the the actual page. So UC Berkeley. Yeah. So this is the UC Berkeley page. It has a home, about, post, jobs, and more importantly, the alumni panel over here. You guys can see that there's almost 600,000 alumni who listed that they study at Berkeley currently or in the past on LinkedIn. And here we can actually see where most of them live in, where they work, different industries, different companies that they worked in the past. It also gives you recommendations based on common shared connections. I really want to showcase the search bar for finding alumni who work in the company or the industry that you're looking to get into. So I use this in impact search about TikTok because that was a company that I was interested in. So if I search TikTok, it gives you clearly all the people who is currently working or held positions at TikTok in the past. And feel free to review their profile. For example, Jocelyn, feel free to review their profile, learn about their path, their experience, and definitely use this opportunity. Oh, she goes to Harvard. Oh, use this opportunity to like personalize your message and connect with them and see how to like get your foot into like whatever company or industry that you're interested in, because you guys all share this similarity, which is you guys both go to Berkeley, and that's definitely a conversation starter in itself. Yeah, so that's the alumni search tool on LinkedIn. And lastly, just to kind of close off the workshop, I wanted to present some more LinkedIn features. So if you guys don't know yet, we actually have LinkedIn Learning, which is basically lynda.com, except it turned into LinkedIn Learning. And it has 13,000 courses on there. So definitely a lot of content to look at. It usually costs around $30 per month, but Berkeley actually gives you a free educational account. So definitely make use of that. Yeah, so I linked it over here. And then I also kind of want to touch upon content creation a little bit. LinkedIn is a professional networking platform. So you can definitely use this way to like post your insights, your stories, your accomplishments, anything that you're passionate about into a wider network and gain more traction through this platform. Yeah, I kind of included a guide for content creation and different types of content creation on LinkedIn through here. But yeah, that's basically the whole workshop. Let me also link you guys this workshop presentation slide in case you guys want to reference it later. But yeah, copy. Again, thank you guys for joining me on this Tuesday night. Feel free to shoot me any questions on LinkedIn. I linked my LinkedIn profile over here, but it's also just Anita Shen. But yeah, thank you guys. Any questions, comments? Someone put in the chat. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys. If not, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll catch you guys soon.